I know that this topic is little controversy, and people may question me that how dare you to say that the educators has to change the education system. Do you think only educators are responsible for changing the education system? Education system of 1835. Even after independence, even after 7 decades of independence, we are still following the good old Macaulay system with little bit facelifting here and there. And we say that we have done a lot of changes in the education policy, which is not true. But whereas when you look at national education policy, there are several things which are the major changes or major surgery to the education system of this country. Change is the only constant, and it applies to teachers also. As a teacher, when we join this profession, we have to be a student throughout our life. If you are not able to do that, we have to quit this job. Or a parent. Student and parent want fantastic teacher in the college or schools. But none of the students or the parents, they don't encourage their kids to become teacher. Why that is so? Because it's a low paid job, because there is less respect to the teachers in this country now. In the country where there is a high respect for teachers, there is a guru, and today it is one of the least respected job. I may be wrong, I may be right. A perception is different, but majority of the people view this job as a low profile job. If not, we would have been successful in attracting talented students to the teaching job. Hello friends, today I am in front of you with a new topic, that is educator have to change the education system. Teachers education and training in National Education Policy 2020. I know that this topic is little controversy, and people may question me that how dare you to say that the educators has to change the education system. Do you think only educators are responsible for changing the education system? What I mean is there are various stakeholders for education system like teachers, students, parents, governments, industries, and many more. As a teacher, I feel major contribution is from the teacher. And hence, I strongly believe that educators have to change the education system. And that is also mentioned in the new education policy. They have suggested several changes for future teachers of this country. And hence, I strongly believe the title is more suitable and apt, as the new education policy is recently announced and it's in the implementation stage. Even in ancient India, the teachers had a main role and they used to refer as guru. And nowadays, we all know that teachers are just teachers, they are not gurus. The main reason for this is most of the educational institutions are still following the Lord Macaulay's education system of 1835. Even after independence, even after 7 decades of independence, we are still following the good old Macaulay system with little bit facelifting here and there. And we say that we have done a lot of changes in the education policy, which is not true. But whereas when you look at national education policy, there are several things which are the major changes or major surgery to the education system of this country. And one of the main changes is related to the changes in the teachers' education. That is the main topic of this video. Lord Macaulay's education system converted all our gurus into teachers. And now the new education policy speaks about converting a teacher into guru. We know that direct conversion of teacher to guru is not possible because it is a journey, not a destination. Every teacher, if he feels that yes, I need to be, guru one day, he can try his level best. Friends, change is the only constant, and it applies to teachers also. As a teacher, when we join this profession, we have to be a student throughout our life. If you are not able to do that, we have to quit this job. Many a times, when we recall our teachers, we get few names. But whereas more than 100 teachers taught us from KG class to the post-graduation, then why do we remember only few teachers? When I ask this question to recall your teachers, you may recall 5 to 6 or 8 people immediately. If you put little more effort, you may recall another 10 or 15 people, that's all. After that, you are not able to recall the name and you are not able to recall the face, nothing. Then how come they vanished? Who contributed in our life in various stages? The reason is they have not made that impact in our life. Now, as a teacher, whether we are able to make that impact in students' life so that they can remember us for their life. So that is what I am trying to speak by taking new education policy as the source. Please note, when we compare India and China in terms of population, the China's population and India's population are nearly same. Whereas they have only 5 lakh schools, we have 15 lakh schools. When you check accessibility for every student in India, it's almost 100%. But that is only first and second standard. By the time they reach 12th standard, the dropout rate is around 75%. And only 26% of the people, they continue for higher education in India. Why? What is the dropout? Why they are dropping out? So those are the main reasons as a teacher we need to find out. And also in our way, we need to stop this dropout. And also when you compare China and India, the student teachers ratio is also we are high, 35:1, whereas they are around 23:1, which is a global average. And also, when we know that teacher's role in India is a very important role, unlike the Western countries, where teacher is just a facilitator or a mentor. But here, we have high respect in the society, and we need to see that that respect will continue throughout our life. When the new education policy is made and announced, there is a clear mention that why teacher situation is like this in India. Why teacher's job is the last job people always opt for. You ask any teacher, any student or a parent, student and parent want fantastic teacher in the college or schools. But none of the students or the parents, they don't encourage their kids to become teacher. Why that is so? Because it's a low paid job, because there is less respect to the teachers in this country now. In the country where there is a high respect for teachers, there is a guru, and today it is one of the least respected job. I may be wrong, I may be right. A perception is different. But majority of the people view this job as a low profile job. If not, we would have been successful in attracting talented students to the teaching job. The reason for this is mentioned in the education policy, which says that the teacher's education, recruitment and deployment, service conditions, empowerment are the various reasons why the situation of teacher is as it is now in India. And also it suggested a lot of changes which can improve the quality of teachers, which can bring good people into teaching. A high respect has to be regained for the teacher. And also policy mentions that effort is to make a teacher to guru again. A teacher is a person who helps students in gaining knowledge, whereas a guru will help a student to develop as an individual, as a person with all requirement to lead a decent life. So it's a complete variation from being teacher to guru. Nobody can be guru at one instant. It is a transformation from teacher to guru, which is a journey. It takes its own time. But every one of us can start our journey. At least in next 10 or 15 years, we can reach our destination. And majority of students whom we teach, they will remember us forever. One of the main things what is lacking in India for teachers is motivation and empowerment. You ask any teacher, they are doing teaching job just for the sake of job. How many teachers are really motivated to teach? How many teachers can really motivate students? Now, what's happening is, everything is happening online. Teacher is redundant in the class, unless and until he makes himself important in the class, then he is redundant. And he is not able to control the students. He is not able to gain the respect from the student, unless and until he makes difference in the class. What that difference teachers can make if he is not motivated? If a teacher is motivated, there are 101 ways a teacher can motivate students, and he can be a fantastic teacher, and he can start his journey of transforming teacher to guru. Some of the suggestions made in this policy is recruitment and deployment. This policy says that a topmost student in the village or in the town have to be identified, encourage him to become a teacher, incentivize him in all possible ways, give him employment in his own place, show him how he can be a role model for everybody in the village or in the town, and don't transfer him forever. Because a lot of transfer in the education system has demotivated teachers. Because any teacher, if he wants to prove himself as a fantastic or the best teacher in the school, it takes minimum 3 to 4 years. By the time if he gets transferred, then he will lose that chance. And there is no way, when 3, 4 years, 5 years, every time he gets transferred due to this bureaucratic system, then obviously he will lose his interest. And hence this policy speaks that there should be no transfer. If there is a transfer required, then it should be transparent and it should be online. And this policy speaks about teachers' education. The teachers' education, the content and the pedagogy of teachers' education had to be different for different stage. What I mean by different stage, you all know that the new education policy or national education policy speaks about the 4 part in the schooling system. That is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, which is foundational, primary, middle, and secondary. Each stage demands different kinds of teachers, and competency and qualification are different for different stages. And hence, the content and pedagogy of teachers' entrance test has to be different. Especially for subject teachers, the National Testing Agency score need to be considered. That is the suggestion in the policy. And also, a teacher need to be recruited to the school complex rather than to the school, where he will have a bigger community to interact. He will have a lot of scope for improvement. And the same teacher, which is in a rare subject, especially the physical instructor, the music teacher, the language teachers, he can go to more than one schools. And common facilities can be made available in the school complex. And also recruiting master instructors. There are several regional skills which is available in India. It may be carpenting, it may be fishing, it may be anything of that region. There are several people who are there. They have to be recruited to the school complex, train them, and make use of them to give occasional training to the students. They are called as master instructors. The service environment and culture have to be different. Most of the times in Indian government schools and colleges, if you see the service environment, it is horrible. You ask any government teacher, he wants facility of a private school but salary of a government school. You ask the private school teacher, he will say that he wants government school, salary and private school infrastructure. But unfortunately, these two things are not available at one place. All the government school should have fantastic infrastructure facilities, and also all private school should get same salary as the government schools. And also there should be sufficient drinking water, toilet, light, what I mean is a daylight, electricity, computing facility, libraries, and several recreational activities. All these things should be available to the student as well as teacher. That is one of the good service environment which will attract, talented students to take teaching as a career. And also, the school management committees, most of the time nowadays it is dominated by politicians, which is not correct. Usually it should be dominated by teachers and politicians has to be a member. That is what is suggested in this policy. And also, a teacher have to develop a caring and inclusive culture, because that is very important. A teacher should not have any political bias or any religious bias, because he need to be a neutral man. He need to take care of his students and he need to be inclusive. This is what is mentioned in the policy under the service environment. But most of the time what we see, even in the government school, even in the private school, there is a politics, there is a religion, etc., which need to be curbed in various ways. Teachers has to be recognized for their contribution in the classrooms. The new methods of teaching should be known to others. A continuous professional development of minimum 50 hours per year is suggested in the policy. He can use it for his self-development and also various skills he can acquire through this continuous professional development. Those are art integrated learning, experiential learning, sports integrated learning, story-based, convincing the lecture. So these things a teacher has to acquire so that he can try his best to become guru. And even the academic leaders has to undergo 50 hours of continuous professional development to develop their leadership skill and managerial skills. A career management and progression is one of the important things what is mentioned in this policy. This policy says that performance-based salary and promotion is mandatory. It is not only based on the number of years, it is based on your performance. Your salary and promotion will directly connect to your performance. That's one of the fantastic things. I'm sure students and parents will appreciate, but the teachers will have question mark. But this assessment of performance will be developed by the standard body for the whole country. And they have mentioned about tenure and tenure track teachers. Tenure means temporary. Tenure track means probationary. Once they pass tenure track, then they can become permanent teachers. That is there in the US. In India, for schools and colleges, they have suggested. And all four stages, what we see in the school system, demands top teachers. And hence, top teachers should not be transferred from one stage to other stage. It is completely prohibited. Professional standard for teachers. That's one more section. It speaks about national professional standard for teachers, whose role is to define the level of expertise in a different stage the competencies required for that stage, and also how to measure the performance for each stage that is to be defined by this standard. Promotion and salary increase based on the appraisal defined in this standard. Friends, National Professional Standard for Teachers is going to play major role. Now, when we come to teachers' education, 4-year B.Ed is mandatory. That too, this B.Ed should be completed in multidisciplinary university. After 2030, B.Ed is mandatory to become teacher. Why multidisciplinary? Because a teacher has to acquire knowledge from various sources, because he should be capable of transferring his knowledge in various domains to his future students and help in his holistic development. And only education related subject he need to study in education department, either humanities or science and maths he need to study in various other department and get the 4-year degree. There is a possibility of doing 2-year B.Ed degree. One who completes 3 years of bachelor degree, he can pursue 2 years of a B.Ed degree, and one who completes 4 years of bachelor degree, he can take 1 year of B.Ed degree. Those possibilities are available. And also, you know that due to this COVID, the situation is different. Everything is online. Henceforth, people are expecting that 1/3 of the education will go online. And all B.Ed student has to acquire the required skills for online and distance learning mode. And there is a requirement and emphasis, the practice of fundamental duties, which is the Article 51A of Constitution of India. Every B.Ed student should undergo that program. And also, a B.Ed student should have environmental awareness, sensitivity towards conservation, sustainable development. These topics should be known to every B.Ed student. A special shorter local teacher education program for master teachers is to be started. And post B.Ed certificate courses, especially for students with disabilities and the teachers, the student who have extraordinary capacity. They are called as gifted children. If they are in the 8th grade, they may be capable of 10th or 11th grade. To identify those extraordinary students in the class, nurture them to get what they want, that is also very important. For that also, they need to acquire additional certificate courses. The National Curriculum for Framework for Teachers Education, NCFTE 2021, will be formulated by National Council for Teachers Education in consultation with NCERT. Motivated, energized, and capable faculties are required in higher education system. You may be aware that in higher education system, henceforth, PhD is mandatory to become teacher. And policy also says that during PhD, every PhD student has to learn minimum 2 subjects related to education. He should know the teaching pedagogy, the curriculum, and also evaluation method, student psychology. These things he has to learn, even for college students. And there should be a freedom for every higher education teacher to teach in his own way, to choose his own book. And that flexibility is given in this policy. And also, high-performing teachers in higher education, especially who are the top-notch researchers, need to be identified and promote them with fast-track facilities to encourage them to do better. And also, every teacher in the higher education institution has to involve himself in one or the other way in community outreach program, which I am doing, friends. I hope you have enjoyed my video, which says that educators have to change the education system. I hope you have enjoyed my video. Thank you very much for your patient listening.